Red Eye.
Welcome back to, sometimes I feel like, welcome back to Red Eye.
Show yourself, please. Show up.
Who else can sing? Somebody enter.
Red Eye, Red Eye, Red Eye. Red
Eye. Stop that. Pause. Hello?
I was trying to bring you back to the present.
Were you trying to sing?
Next, Sissy.
All right, what video am I bringing you guys back to? Please, we've been talking about last month. You saw how Repo guys were huge, and not to this last month people, but those guys can be skinny. Man, you all should add weight. Anyway, let's just look at Defenders of the Universe and just how well they defend us.
And all work and no play.
But they are defending us here. They are fighting for our rights.
Wow. Traffic can transform you.
Yes, of course.
When you're trying your best to ensure that there's law and order.
Wow.
I think he was trying to
tell the other guy. I hope it wasn't money they were defending.
But they defend you like that.
I said, I hope it wasn't. My life is more important than whatever it was they were fighting.
But why not military? Like our uniform guys, not just. Why don't they have this charisma? They were fighting like.
Imagine this LAPD. They come dressed. In fact, if a policeman stops you, and then you see him all dressed, the glasses, the stick.
Come on, you outside, people like,
oh, please cop me.
Officer.
But if a Nigerian policeman stops you,
come on, get out.
Come on, please
I
go
saw this
away.
picture of this Indian police lady. She was looking so smart. I swear down. I could be arrested by her over.
Exactly.
Over.
Just arrested.
She doesn't want to go to jail.
I will still say this. For those of us that have drivers, we don't care what happens on the road.
Well, let me take you to the next one. I will shock you guys. When Park and Shop comes into the road, this is what you're going to see. Just give us our next pics.
Oh no, this is very enterprising. This is very enterprising.
It's drive-by and pick, not
exactly.
But it shows that this guy is local. This is a foreign approach. I mean, do you always want to go to a store? You just come by the road, pick something.
So will you be running and be picking, or I don't get it?
You don't have to shout.
Mobile market.
I mean, this is a mobile market.
Thank you very much.
Mobile market.
For those of us that have drivers and that pay our taxes.
Jeff, please take us away.
This guy, you're not serious. Please, let's go to the next one. Limited mode of transport. Limited mode of transport is going to shock you.
Definitely not in Lagos.
Well,
I don't think it's in Lagos.
Limited mode of transport.
I don't think it's in Lagos.
Why?
I did this thing once. I actually did it once.
I actually saw this
My taxi broke down.
when I went to the northern part of Nigeria.
Explain.
If you see the way I was chasing, as in I was so embarrassed. I was chasing this guy. The worst thing is that the car, you have to jump in. Actually, you have to.
And you jumped onto the bus.
You have to.
Take a look at this one.
Why now?
All stuck in the trunk.
I think I'll give it a thought and start a transport company. Yeah. Because you need to alleviate this suffering.
I'll just do it for trips to exercise people in Nigeria. When they come out, maybe you missed your exercise in the morning. Are you guys getting when you're running
chasing after me?
Well,
I'll let someone do it to you in high heels.
Why would I do that in heels?
Quickly, for those of us that have drivers, and I'm serious about this now, for those of us that have drivers, sometimes our drivers can become too high-handed and want to take the laws into their hands. But this is the best way to stop a bad driver on the road. Somebody who thinks he is the king of kings, the alpha and omega on the road. How best to check? Simple. Exactly. You can see that the law enforcement agent is so keen on doing his job that he had to go in Jackie Chan.
Police is your friend, but I'm telling you, this guy almost that his leg. What's he doing? Jumping on my car like that. So if he stays in, what will happen?
I mean, he's trying to enforce the law. If he stays in your car.
Breaking the window. Looking at this picture, I just think of Mission Impossible.
Too much Mission Impossible.
You know what? For people who do not have drivers and who cannot afford a car.
What is you with this driver?
Just look at this photo and tell me what was in the mind of this lady. Can't afford a cab.
He's not poor, he's my driver.
They say desperate measures. Desperate
measures.
Come on. This woman is from Anambra State.
But why from Anambra? What do you mean by that?
Okay, sorry.
I would never do this.
Why from Ekiti State? I don't understand.
How many states are you from? But how will somebody do this now?
No, but really, why? If she doesn't have the cash, she doesn't have the cash, she doesn't have you as her driver.
You should pull it.
But it's a trolley. She would have.
And it has a trolley.
But we can't see. We don't know if the wheels are broken or something.
Oh, true, Sha.
That's another thing. We don't know if the wheels are broken. Anyway, moving on. You remember there was a time when it was enforced that every commercial motorcyclist, aka Okada rider, had to wear a helmet, and the passengers too had to wear helmets. Now, we had interviews with some of them, and they complained, particularly for the female folk, when they do their hair, like Ginika, they refuse to wear helmets. You see, she just said, I'm sure your type, you don't wear helmets too.
Anyway, so I'll just have it up like this.
And that's what we're going to talk about right now, how to wear or how not. Just look at that.
Wow. No, but I want is that all the wigs and the weave-ons, everything we use on our head is enough helmets. We don't need all.
You don't need all
lady, she's only trying to fulfill her righteousness.
People don't realize
exactly.
I think the government should award her for being a good citizen.
People don't realize that the helmet is
even with
actually
the
for
gele,
protection.
To protect her life.
But where people got it wrong was that they didn't realize that the helmet is actually for protection. They felt it was just obeying the law. I've seen where people are on a bike or on bikes, and when they say police is in front, you just put the helmet and hold it like
but
this.
Bernard, most of the helmets we even have are bicycle helmets. They're not like bike helmets. We have.
Thank you.
They're not even that one she's in is not a proper
regular
safety.
And there's another thing in Nigeria. You wear the helmet and disappear. I'm telling you, serious.
And it's not so clean. Okay, before we go into disappearance, look at what this another defender of the universe did to a citizen like me, who he should have been protected. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I wonder what he did, by the way.
Why are you looking sad?
I'm not looking sad.
A citizen like you.
No. You know what? We should bring it.
Lockdown.
When this happened during our lowest time, right?
Yeah.
No. It was
Buhari.
Buhari.
Yeah. Kick against indiscipline.
Okay, I wanted to say
War against discipline.
it's like
But
this actually.
it didn't have to be Buhari. I remember back in my service years, right? I witnessed something like this. The bus driver I took from Port Harcourt down to the bus, rather, from Port Harcourt to Lagos. The driver was trying to take one way. And then immediately he saw the soldiers beating somebody. And when they were coming to his own vehicle, they didn't even tell him anything. He just came out and started joining the guys to do frog jump without even asking him.
Do you know what? He tells us that even if you dress in a formal attire, it doesn't mean you're responsible. Because I'm sure this man must have done something so
Imagine a
irresponsible.
girl. If it was a girl with a short mini skirt, like
Ginika.
Titi.
Do you know what they'll do to you?
You don't even need to just like this. At the first one, the guy come back here. I'm sorry. And
I'm sorry, Kate.
The soldier.
These guys are not fresh like that.
I don't want to see a woman.
Have you not
Do the frog jump stylish.
Ginika, is this frog jump or what? Is this erotic
This is
frog
what she
jump?
did.
She keeps doing
This is
everything
frog jump.
in a sexy way.
Okay, all right. So,
Look,
look, we've been talking about road rage and the way you should behave on the road. Now, please, to avoid, when you don't behave yourself on the road, even though I've been saying I'll woos the guy and I'll kick the guy out of anger, there are reasons you should actually soothe your temper. If not, this car crash could as well happen to you. Now, watch this car crash.
Makeup post and all that.
Yeah,
Listen, it's just...
no, it could as well be his baby or something.
Yeah, but then look at how far he crossed lanes from one end. That's a 4-lane,
rushing
four-track road, and then from one all the way to the other.
At the end of the day, I'm actually rushing to this place.
But you know why you should be wise? Even when you're overtaking, when you want to overtake a car, you come out a bit. You come out a bit and then
But what did he just came from the left,
and went
straight
down
into
the
the
extreme right.
This truck, look at the shadow. It didn't even stop once, so you can imagine what happened to the car afterwards.
And whose fault is it?
I think the only thing I can say for those of us that have drivers, patience is a virtue.
Yeah, patience is indeed a virtue.
For those of them that are not drivers but want to be my driver, patience is also a virtue.
You know, it's so sad that we've actually come to the end of this show. But here's a quick recap of everything we've done so far.
Today on Red Eye.
Anyway, let's just look at Defenders of the Universe and just how well they defend us.
We discovered the Defenders of the Universe have other priorities that has nothing to do with us.
My life is more important than whatever it was they were fighting.
There are new ways to shop.
For those of us that have drivers and that pay our taxes.
Please, Jeff, please take us away.
This guy.
We are tired of
But this is the best way to stop a bad driver on the road.
Resorting to our animal instinct sometimes can help to conquer that truck of a challenge.
Looking at this picture, I just think of Mission Impossible.
I even bet
With a blind eye, less should be done. Be sure to join us every Saturday, 10 p.m. on Cool TV, Star Times, Channel 196.
Here is Red Eye.
Welcome back to Red Eye. If you want us to talk about any particular story, or you have pictures or headlines, anything you want us to discuss that is odd, email us redeye@cooltv.cool. You can use the hashtag on your social media, hashtag Red Eye. You could also go to Twitter, CoolTVRedEye. And here we are wrapping up. Any last word, anybody, before we go?
For those of us that have drivers, treat them with respect because they are humans too.
I will. Stop it.
Okay, for those of us who don't have drivers, who have chauffeurs, all right, we would rather not have our chauffeurs bite our steering wheels when they are enraged on the road, okay? Let's all try and contain our road rage.
Jeff, any traditional medicine for...
No horse.
For those of us that used to drive ourselves, please make sure you just exercise patience. It's just the key secret is just being patient. When you're patient, you'll be able to avert that incident.
All right, patience is indeed a virtue. Bye, everyone.
Pledging peace. Pledge peace.
Where's my driver?
You have to call your driver, not to come to
No, let me call my driver.
Let me say.
Here is Red Eye.